Hello there, brothers and sisters. I decided that I had to push the free spread another day for specific reasons. So in that case, we are doing a different couple of reads. Promises, promises, promises. I do my very best to keep up this channel, and if you see a thank you button and something different there on my channel, that means that we are up and we have finally managed to add AdSense, which I would love to say squall with that paper drink thing over there. Yeah, we've already celebrated. We've had cake. So yeah, it looks like we are back on track. I'm not a huge fan of tech stuff like, oh, write in this code here, write in Generation X. I like it simple. Here's your phone, there's your number, hello, and it's got a string attached to it. So when that's said, witches, where are we now? Let's see if we can pick up the book. I believe, let's see. Yeah, anyway, it matters not. It matters not. The message matters more. So yeah, we are going to pull a rune. The rune could also be, well, actually these clever guys, they mixed the rune and the Celtic guys. All right, so you know, we have a stack of Palo Santo here. This is a message for all people out there who either have a little witch in you, who are either bombarded with witchcraft, which we actually always one way are, who likes to start up with witchcraft, and in that case I've got good news. So we have the card. This is the Celtic. It's called Lugnasad. Let it be known, I'm no expert in the Celtic stuff. However, the little I know, I dig it. I'm a huge fan of the Morrigan here. This is Leo, Aries energy. So there's something here about a risk and a gamble in 1st of August week. From the first week, 1st August, August 1st. August 1st week. Oh my God. So gamble, okay. Let's see if we can find our rune. Imbolc, chakras, the 7 seals. So this is about cleansing, tits on, so cannot show you, but it's Piscean and Virgo energy. March the 2nd week could be a good time for you to start cleansing your body. I feel we are vibing here. I have totally been on the junk food side for at least 10 days. Not good. Again, we have Lugnasad. So this is about management, September the 1st week. So this could be something that takes place that day. Some of you which watches this, you could be Irish or, you know, British, and you could be a ginger. You could get a job who is ginger. A lot of ginger here, by the way. Virgo, Leo energy. Oh, we have two guys. We have, oh, there we have this one. So there was a lot of Celt stuff here. If you're starting some kind of business, there could be something for you around winter solstice with the Capricorn here, also showing up as a frozen green man. We do have Ken, Fire, Enlightenment, Gemini, Cancerian energy. So I think this could be, well, normally we would celebrate summer coming, but this is, you know, June vibe, basically. So this is your rune here. Landing on the mind, but I'm not really putting this under anything specific. February 3rd week, that's very soon. That's in bulk. Aquarius, Gemini vibe. And in this case, he carries a very large eye on his head. And we have people kneeling in front of this deity, which carries a red cross, Templar energy, and there's this yellow drop. You know, I'm thinking honeydew, like honey, something that this could be a fertility god. Excuse me, one tiny second. That was ridiculously cold. AC, no socks. Okay. So witches and hags and sorcerers. What else can we expect? Yeah, let's use the babies ones. So the moon is soon to be full, but it doesn't matter. Whenever you see this, all my stuff is synchronicity based. So the energy here shows me an older man, a father figure, a patriarch. He have a burden, like stuff, he's a hard worker. There is also a new beginning coming in here. A new beginning which could also reveal the truth about something. And there could be some emotional clouds, something that, you know, maybe you could be pulled into something and you feel like, oh, that's it could give you a touch of sadness, you know. But that kind of sadness, it doesn't last very long, by the way. Death, muerte, witches and hags and those boys out there who, man witches, warlocks, you're welcome. There is a death here. Is it a shaman's death? Is it a ritualistic death? It's a mental transformation. Your mind is going to transform. And because of that, you will gain your independence, some kind of independence. There is a letter here. It could be cursed or it's full of deception. The agenda behind this message here is deceptive. It's Seven of Swords, okay? So for those of you who know the cards and speaking to you, Seven of Swords, you know what that is. A letter which is written with the, you know, with Seven of Swords, under the energy of Seven of Swords. It's not a letter I would trust. So it could come from, you know, a company that claims you owe them money. That happened to me a few times. Oh, you owe us money. Turns out someone else had purchased lots of stuff in Raven's name. So we are so fearful of authorities. We let ourselves being bullied by jerks who do stuff like that. And the worst part, they usually get away with it. So, girl witches, here you are. We have some girl witches here from India or warmer climates like Thailand or somewhere. After this awakening of the mind, after being maybe deep down in some kind of depression, maybe, you get independence, and it's like Great Spirit or the goddess tests you. It's like they feel that. They watch you. You're being watched because you're not like everyone else. And so you're being watched, and one seal I get is being broken when you see through the deception, and from there everything becomes very clear to you as you put, you know, hold a rose close to your heart, which is I love or I'm being loved. For some of you, there is an older man here, a father. Some of you could be married to someone older than you, or you could be old like me. I'm old. Or older even than me, so in that case could be your husband. But there is a young child here, so it doesn't have to be a physical child. It could be, usually it means a new beginning, but sometimes the cards are very literal. Okay, so the problem here is that I just use a word which I am very much against. Well, actually, I'm not against stuff, but there is a problem here, or there is some knowledge here in regards to knowledge, which you should obtain maybe in regards to school. But you must have this knowledge in order to either get a specific job, which is highly posh. If you get that job, you go from not just being independent, but very wealthy. As long as you know, I get each and every page in this book. They ask you and you answer like you read that books for hundreds of years, just like the vampire dudes in that Twilight Saga thing. In the bottom of the deck, we do have love. We do have love. So just going to put that aside. And as you look here, see here how she's holding that rose close to her heart. For those of you who don't know, I am not even sure yet. I think we are back on. I got today. I think we managed to add AdSense. So we are back into being monetized. So we are now YouTube partners again, which means you can, I think you could donate on that heart thing. I'm not really a fan of tech stuff. Yeah, there is a magician right beside us here. You wouldn't believe me, but he's Paisian, he's very small, he's 19 years old, he's Spanish, and it was like the fingers went like this over my Galaxy tab, and within 5 minutes he have managed to somehow crack open my AdSense account and added it into my YouTube. And today when I woke up, it was like, oh, all you have to do is sign this, and what do you know? I'm back in the game. So we will see soon if all is okay with AdSense and the taxes and all this stuff. We will see. I just wanted to let you know that means that it could be very much possible for you to buy Super Chat and even help out an old lady with keeping this channel up. We also have, I'll put up a separate video for that, but we also have, for those of you who want to learn tarot, there will be video about that, which you can get for free when you buy a package. With tarot added real Rudrakshas, which I have peeled myself. I'm pretty proud of that. And interesting ingredients is followed to you on the side. Personalized sigil, a little bit of oil. I'm going to construct a patches. Each and every package will be different. And so one of the decks will be spirit animals, and I believe, yeah, those are looking like this. It's a beautiful Russian artwork. So I have to send them from Thailand though, so I'll see how to do it if I include the, the sending. So it will take some time before it comes, but you will get, I will guarantee that this one is real, although all of them were a 5. I only have one with 2 mukshas, which is cool. But the question is, you can also ask me, can I have 5? Can I have 5 of these handpicked? They are guaranteed because most of the ones you buy are fake. All right, there will be some oil I add to there, maybe some Palo Santo, maybe some minerals for you to have your own startup kit and access to my tarot card course, which will be included in the price. All right, let's move on, guys. Let's move on. I already think that this is getting interesting. Sometimes I'm skeptical. I don't know if you guys are using the keeper cards, gypsy cards. Sometimes they can be, the keeper card are basically a clone of the gypsy cards. Cloned. Same. But yeah, I think we should have a small look, because after all, they could bring some extra information for some of you, okay? So please do, by all means, send me a note, and hint, I like $3 to get paid this month. if you do that, I'll put you on top of the list during the free spreads. Okay. Okay. So, oh dear Lord, I think it was $3 or $4. It was like so annoyingly close. All right. So what is it that we have? Lugna Shad. I don't know what that is. I'm not sure I'm gonna bother reading that. But it's risk and it's gamble, that's all. There we have you again. Someone here wants to settle. But there could be some, you know, yeah, you want to settle, but I'm not sure I want to settle. You know, I want to settle, but I don't want to settle by the sea. I like the mountains. You know, usually, you know, when it comes to the anchor, I am, because this anchor is different. It's not even attached to the boat. So the hell is the boat? And then you see a bird on the side. I don't think he likes to settle, right? So there is this strange opposition where I feel the patriarch here wants to relax. I get a strong Taurus energy from the patriarch. I don't know, something about the big brown bear and the Taurus energy. They have something in common, and that is they go into hibernation. They like sweets, they're big, they can be very lazy, and I don't know about bears when it comes to belongings, but this is a witch's read, you know the drill, right? So, I'll do my very, very best. I'll also perhaps maybe I'll go to the neighbor here and buy some Red Bull shots so I'm super awake tomorrow. All right. So this child, which symbolizes a new beginning. You know, someone here. It seems to me. Wow. Why didn't I see that now? I see that a lot now these days. The new children are coming. Some children are coming apparently with a UFO. And many of you have hybrid children according to Darilanka. So this some of you are going to get knocked up. But you already know the drill in regards to fertility rituals. The roses are yellow, friendship. Friends with benefits. Some of you have some pretty interesting pixies around you. Some green boogie-like flying fucks who likes to run off with your wallet and then put it back again, you know. You know, maybe you should not spoil them, but you know, put up some snacks for them. Make a spirit house like they do here in Thailand, and let those fuckers stay in the house. Keep them there. Maybe that's why they do that stuff here. I don't really see a lot of Buddha, but I do see they put up a lot of snacks and stuff like this. Maybe that is to keep them in that house. Make it pretty. Clean for them. Because if not, you're going to attract really nasty jinn-like vibe. There is a main person here. A man. So I'm going to look past that ridiculous suit in pink with that giant hat, but there's something about a blue bird here. Some of you could actually own a parrot or be practically in love with Parrot. There are some masks here. It's like he's visiting Arizona's or visiting a very special climate. We have Venus trap here, a crazy tiny frog here. But the masks, it's like they are hiding in the woods, staring at him, and the blue parrot seems to enjoy his company. And this is the main person. And so some of you might travel somewhere to, you know, I need to really upgrade the decks because I have trouble identifying anyone with that man who looks like that. Okay, so if we update the keeper cards, okay, guys, I will have the gear. Oh yeah, I decided I am. I shouldn't say it to Jesus, but I am. I got to do it. Because these cards really needs an update, and so we replace it. Maybe you can vote it, replace it with a guy dressed like me, you know, Dr. Robot, the hacker, or dressed like I don't know, someone who likes to wear Tommy Hilfiger. Just like they look at me. I do the same. Oh yeah, 5,000 for a jumper. That looks exactly the one we had in the second-hand store the other day. So what's the difference? Nothing. Except the brand. Oh, I met those people. And you could be dealing with someone like that. He would literally tell me that, oh, because he'd show me his wardrobe. He had a lot of money. Not nice money. I mean, you know what I mean? Not nice money, like, you know, dirty money. Many years ago. Don't want to talk about it except his clothes codex, his sense of fashion. And I see this, I've been working with fashion myself, and alternative fashion. I see this big wardrobe, and it's all the most boring clothes you can imagine in the world. Just brown, 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 brown. And it was like brands with those gulfs and crocodiles, and even more, like he would say, this one is like, this sweater is like 5,000 euro. Like, I don't know what, but I said, why do you want to spend your money on that? He said, well, he wants to impress his millionaire buddies. You're buying clothes to impress people? Yeah. Right. Well, if it was a gala, I have a princess dress here. It was $50, by the way. Okay, enough about that. Scorpio, there is death and a new life in the same sentence here. So something's going to pass, which is going to make you independent. It's going to clear your mind, and at the same time, there is a child here again, which symbolizes loyalty and the tiny fairies. Some of you have a stack of fairies after you. I suspect I had, strawberries, anyone? Strawberries? White dog, purity, loyalty, and yeah, the church in the background. I'm not sure I would pay attention to that unless you have a can of gasoline, and I'll give you the lighter right there. Yeah, this channel is not for church dudes, unless you're pretty twisted. use in regards to, you know, either, you know, boy and girl. You will be able to support them. The girl is happy. The boy is happy. The new beginning, if it's just a new beginning, it's happiness. Something is going to be laid dead, you know, and someone will get knocked off. I get that a lot lately, especially after I started to use the Lenormand card, because they are feisty. Who's lying? Well, this is someone in jail or someone who are exceptionally isolated. I see anxiety. She are afraid of going out. They used to isolate kings and queens, and they had done something very, very naughty in a tower. Like, if I don't know, but my guess is that most of you know about Elizabeth Bathory, or Elizabeth Bathory, the Blood Queen. And, you know, they let her do those virgin sacrifices so she could keep her beautiful skin. If she's done it right, she would take out the adrenochrome and why do I even know that shit? Watching too much sci-fi. But yeah, according to Astra Legends, they're pretty well informed actually, although it seems quirky. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you how to extract that, by the way. That's not my job here. But Elizabeth Bathory, I did a research on her, and she did exist. I think we still have, I think we have her diary. I think she killed about 600 young girls, and there were a lot of complaints about it. There would be bodies all over the castle, so that could be an overestimation. You see, the door here is so small. It's this fear of opening it, and I would be too afraid, because where is the boat and those things flying out there? They are frightening. So the kings and queens, the kind of punishment they get, unless you were wife of Henry VIII, they would just lock you in some tower, and you would probably die there from freezing, bad food. And that's what they did to Elizabeth, because at some point she got so cocky she would even attack royalty, her own guys, and make them into, you know, shower. I'm not sure I should describe that for you. You can read it up for yourself. I think the movie, though, was horribly boring. The real story is far more flexible. I don't know. Tell me what is it that makes you a witch? Please comment below if you. I would be interested. Is it your Scorpion moon? Virgos, they are usually hedge witches. Geminis, channels, Pisceans, healers. Some have many specialties though, because we have a little bit of everything inside of us. Are you a card reader like me? For those of you who are women, especially for those of you who are women, great happiness is coming in here. We have Azazel and we have Lilith. We have the Hornet God. We have many children. We have flowers. We have the sacred sound. We have the rise of the innocence. Again, yellow flower, yellow, happy color, right? So keep it cards. So you can expect that on the section of Mars in regards to take action and so forth. Okay, we have 2 cards looping out, so we have the main lady person twice. And there are some issues here with you and a friend. Someone you know, there are some problematic. There's a problematic relations here between you and a friend. By the way, you don't have to be an official witchy lady to be here. But if you have a tiny little witch in you, this read is for you, special read. This is a beautiful rose. It's like dusty pink, and the other main person here carries a white cockatoo. The other one has a parrot. She's got a cockatoo. Those with, and there's a flamenco here, which I recently wrote a children's book about that. And there's again this fairy following the main people of the story, the children and the people who are like the main people. The fairies are around you. Some of you are like, you have like pixies and fairies, but there is a woman here. She has this beautiful minde, which we call it a dog, and she's got a gnome after her, a gnome. But she's a good lady. 3 towers, beautiful flowers, fertility. I can't understand what the issue between you and her is. She represents fertility, goddess-wise. She's like a fertility goddess. But the relationship between you and her could be compromised. There is a boat here coming in for someone who are stuck at home in their own. I don't feel this is real jail. I feel this is some kind of self-imprisonment, depression. But there is a boat coming in here. Followed up by orcas, so watch out. They are the ravens of the oceans. I just learned. All right. Let's pick out the witches deck, real witches deck. Well, we have a few witches deck. Let's see, what else do we have here? Else is that my witches and warlocks need to know. So, full moon, very soon. Anyone have any plans for the full moon, or are you like me? Ah! Too intense! And someone claimed, no, the moon does nothing. Really? Well, it affects the entire ocean, and that's what we consist of. 70% water. It affects the ocean, but not us. Doesn't sound logic, but some people, everything they say sounds amazing, and we put them on a pedestal, and so it's so easy to take for granted that they are right about everything they say, talking about water. Some of you have power that is connected to water, or you amplify your powers when you have water around you. And that's because water is also a superconductor. Okay. Someone wants to stay, someone wants to go. What is the advice? Naked person, can't show you. well, the world here. Interesting Da Vinci kind of vibe here. Like finally getting proper as you got monetized. Don't want to be thrown off the trail after one evening. It's like, oh, behave, you know, like those Sunday people. Okay, so a new beginning. Some of you are very dedicated to your work, but it's not necessarily so that you love the work you do, but you do it so you can feed your children. However, the roses around are yellow, so they are very happy. But there might be some kind of idea that you get mixed with some form of love, that maybe I can actually combine what I love to do and make money from it. Work, occupation, and I always see this as mind, but also the way they are affecting your emotions. Because I see them as a mixture of sword and cup. That's what they are to me anyway, right? And in Nakshatrats, the moon is the mind. In here, well, I'm not in Europe, thank God. But in Europe or the West, the moon is emotions and sword is pure mind. Here they are fused together as one, which makes these cards very special. By the way, they are called Tarot, Witch's Tarot by Benjamin Lacombe. Again, most beautiful deck I have, and wow, that's a wow. Okay, that's cool. New beginning. Talking about new beginning. Yes, this is also a little foggy, but where the road is, we have everything here except the glasses. Looks like a butterfly or a leaf. No, it's a butterfly. So we have an egg here. Really? No. That's supposed to be a chariot card, I believe. That's what fascinates me with this card, because I can forgive them because they are so beautiful and so different. They are, I can't show them off enough. I got a little blue candle stuff on them, but it is probably the most beautiful box set I have. So if you're a little witch twitch, when they do it like this, I have to forgive them for doing stuff a little bit different. You cannot not forgive them. This new beginning, or whatever is coming fast forward here, is again connected to financial independence. And wow, there is something about just being happy, because you learn to live in the moment, you learn to appreciate the moment, and you're also here learning to master the art of water, abundance. This is the Empress. Instead of Emperor, it's the Empress, because it's Witch's Tarot. So, isn't she beautiful? A Japanese goddess, right? Yeah, they are absolutely gorgeous. I love them. So yeah, let's continue because it's already a pretty long read. Here you go like that. They are jumpy. There's this lovely woman. She says, "Oh, of center," and but yes, the magician is here. Wow, this, I can't believe how, it looks like, you know, there is a classical painting style called the mannerism. Look at the necks, they're known for their long necks. They have such beauty attached to them. There are some issues that some of you have in regards to the magic spells that you are doing. It would be cool to have a chat about that, because there are a lot of people. I have tried to teach someone a little bit of, oh yeah, this is mannerism. Well, forget that. And when things go wrong, someone said that my magic isn't working, and I said my magic is working well, but you are the one who's doing it. And the reason it doesn't work is that you think that, well, many think that Harry Potter stuff's gonna happen. Well, maybe in another dimension. Injustice. Injustice. So what is this? We have a harpy here. As she's standing on a bunch of skulls, which got, you know, the fall. Some of you could be, you know kind of, there's a person here who might have like a spot right here, like beauty spot. Brown eyes, black hair, fringe. And we have a ginger head here. I don't know, but sometimes they can be very... So there are issues here in regards to a magic spell that doesn't seem to work quite in regards to a justice situation. Like a court. The court. Can't. And so I get that this has someone to do who might be unfairly judged. And whatever magic she does, she doesn't do it right. She's sometimes we block the magic with our own affirmations, with our own subtle belief system, with our own negativity. We block. I say to the universe, you know. So someone here are trying to stretch out an arm, but there is this vicious letter here. Yeah, there is a vicious letter here that makes that you know, the result of that vicious letter, which is full of betrayal. There is a spider. Okay. It's not a, it's very cute, but not as cute as jumping spiders. Creepy with those red eyes, but yeah, there is a spider. Someone are weaving up stories filled with lies. Piscean energy. and that could result in someone who they could be afraid of walking out because they're afraid of being judged. They could get a lot of anxiety or simply lock themselves in. The other one here is 3, 6, 7, 8, Mercury in Sagittarius. Someone here have a journey ahead of you or are planning a journey. I'm there and I'm having fun. I'm having super fun. I mean, even in Kathmandu, I looked at the picture, I had a great time. It was just so fucking cold all the time. But I looked back and I you know, when I first came to the hostel here, I was like, I want to go back to Kathmandu, but it was so cold. But as soon as I got away from that horrible hostel, I had a great time. Like every day, although I'm a little tired sometimes, there's always something that, you know, it's like the things are just fixing themselves on their own, and you live in a cake factory, and I have my own cat here. There are even frogs and geckos here. I start to have to worry a little bit about the curves I'm getting because the food is delivered on the door every morning, right? And it's not that expensive, and it's junk, but still pretty cool. And I have this great working space. So yeah, and soon I'm moving on, just a few hours away, with a bus and a boat. At least that's the plan. We'll see how that goes, but yeah, that's the plan. You know, and so, you know, yeah, so yeah, this is a cool place, and so thank you for that, by the way. I already thanked a few of you for helping me out, because the things that tend to happen in Kathmandu usually a lot of money. And so what happens is that it's okay to manifest money. But sometimes, like when you travel, the money runs out your pocket before you even have time to manifest new ones. So you see like, hey, wait a minute, hey, there is a big gap here, you know? And that's when it's cool that some of you have helped me, support me being able to do this. Friends forever, love forever, I cannot thank you enough. So usually I'm always having usually I'm safe and sound, usually not in any, you know, oh my god, oh shoot, you know. I ended up paying almost $400 for the extra baggage, including the flight price for the person bringing it, which I'm not going to mention. But when you have really personal things, you don't really check the paycheck, if you know what I mean. You want your personal things back. And so, but in the end of the day, if you can, be the high priestess here. Okay? She looks like a nasty, she has these gooses only. And she doesn't need any more than these 2 gooses. She has these 2 gooses, no 3. But La Papisa is the high priestess. And she doesn't have a lot of possessions. She spends her day meditating and accumulating all those wonderful emotions that we are seeking, you know. But she's not here with us. She's got one foot. It's strange that she's not sitting. Yeah, she had one foot lifted up like this in many pictures, or like it's on a pillow or something, which basically symbolizes that she's only halfway here. And what I'm trying to say is that if I want to, I can sit and meditate like this and enter an alternate state and do and experience many crazy things. But it's just that that's not why I'm here. I'm here to do earth stuff. You know, I'm here to play with things that are saturated, right? Earth stuff, right? And that means maybe getting better at understanding you know, why people use banks, or how to get better at organizing, how to learn about forgiveness, how to organizing, and how also to learn how to physically detach from items, and at the same time what to prioritize, because this is also my job. Like, it's a side hustle, but it's also my passion and job, right? So we can sit all day and meditate our asses off, but how about waiting till you're so old that you're useless in the kitchen? Yoga won't go away, you know. I mean, I'm not saying you should do like 7 minutes exercise each day, I recommend, but you know, like I understand what this cowboy said. He said, I don't understand all those people who are just sitting in a cave and I see his point now. I see the cave point too also. Sitting in a cave and meditate all the time. Because it's alchemy, right? That's what we do. The chemistry between these two women is not good. And there is knowledge and a book. They could disagree on the knowledge. They could be friends, co-workers, sisters, but there is imbalance between them. And it's interesting because the high priestess here is an old hag. Well, the one that really looks like the high priestess is Temperance. So it's so beautiful. I just have to show it to you how beautiful this artwork is. And there is no way it could be AI, but certainly doesn't look like AI. I feel she is more high priestess than the old hag. The old hag looks like an old witch, which is, you know, either she's gonna cook one of the gooses, and the other one is a blood sacrifice, and the third one is, you know, the bonus thing. She looks like Baba Yaga, honestly. Looks so cruel, evil. And then she comes, you know, but she's in reversed, and she's in reversed upon two ladies. Okay, so let's pull just a few oracle cards, and then let's grab the knight. Okay, I have more witch cards here, but we can't sit here forever, although I love to. So what is it that my darling witches need? Okay, So I would love to show you this card. It's just that I'm back on being monitorized again. And this lady here, she's very naked. She's got very white hair, like one of those dragon people. Her third eye is open. She's got stars around her head, which indicates a lot of the Aquarian energy. There is a lot of femininity, fertility symbol attached to this as well. She's standing in between two cranes. Okay, not sure how I can show you this without getting in trouble. Let's leave it like that. Yeah, you got last news. If you live in Scotland, they are trying to ban cats. I just heard about two ladies, and they said the couple now is going crazy because they lost, and they're trying to create one disaster years after the other to distract us and start to make really crazy crazy rules. And that's a sign of desperation. Pulling off denying people cats. I'm pretty sure 50% of the population or 1/3 of the population, especially in Norway, have a cat. And we love our cats. And if you're a witch, we always have a cat. I have a cat. I have many cats. And if someone's coming at my door in a uniform trying to take my cat, I'm sorry, I can't do the Harry Potter thing, but I can do many other evil things if you touch my cat, you know? So if you're from Scotland, from a fellow witcher, deadly witch who used to live in Edinburgh, be careful, because do not underestimate the witches of Scotland. They have terrifying skills, and you don't want them to go back and call upon the Morrigan. I might help you on that part. But thing with the ravens, you know, and crows. So the second message here is nutrition and music and harmony. Taking a trip to the beach, enjoy your life, enjoy you, just having a good time. I think that card was for me. I'm not only enjoying my life, but okay, we have 2 in 1. But yeah, I could perhaps think twice about what I'm eating. Well, I don't know if she's just very naturally large. It says cuerpo, which means body. And of course she's naked, so I have to do this. Blue hair, maybe that says something for you. Blue hair and grain, fertility. Again, I get she's holding her stomach, she's closing her eyes. Again, I get this very strong vibe of someone who's getting knocked up, possibly. And here, for those who are trying to get knocked up, here it says visualize that family you want. Visualize them. Hear the laughter of your child. Smell the horses when you pass them, right? There is a llama here. What does it feel like? Because the secret is really in the feeling, not the thought alone, right? What's the smell here? Make it as real as possible. You share a child, and he, the father, carries a child, or carries your second child on the chest, and you have one of those pouch dogs, right? You can smell the grass because it's fresh, and do it intensively. You are manifesting actually with the third eye. This is where the reality as we perceive it comes from, but it's being seeded in the second chakra, the sacral chakra, and then you visualize it, or you can even breathe the energy up through your spine, through the other chakras, so it will gain more power from that. And the secret word, if you do it during sunset, is ah, as loud as possible, while you visualize this consistently, without putting pressure on the universe. Then you go do your own stuff, don't obsess about it, don't think about it. And when the evening comes, you say, you can even thank the goddess that she actually give you what is in this picture, right? You want this family, you want to have family, right? Whatever you want. And when the sun sets, you're gonna say repeatedly, also with the same intensity as much as possible. And this is an ancient Tibetan technique. Wayne Dyer, he went to Tibet and learned this technique from Tibetan monks. I tried it, and it's a super fast way to manifest something, because it's like speed. You know, I need it now, but don't say need to the universe, you won't get it. But it's I'd say from minimum 10 to 20, 15, 20 minutes in the morning, and when the sunset shows up, and in the evening, sunset, about the same every day. I got a really good, well-paid job as a 25-year-old woman. By using this technique, I could speed manifest all sorts of things. I stopped it because it's exhausting. I'm lazy, and there are easier ways to manifest things. It's just that this is flash manifesting things. You manifest really, really fast. It's like pushing the washing machine on. You know. So last card here, abundance. Wow, this is interesting. This was the last card last time also. We have Nandi here, we have the lotus here, all the beautiful things. Välstånd, basically. And what do you know? Fire. Leo energy, fire. Beauty, the peacock here, and movement. I kind of love that they are actually drawing real women with cellulites and real big asses, and here she is enjoying, I mean, under a palm tree, LP, you know, nothing digital, an old LP, and reading comics, of course, because I say so. Drinking hot chocolate. So enjoy your life. You won, we won, whatever we're up against now, which is tough. For some of you, it's going to get less and less tough. I'm not saying that you might get a bang now and then, spank, and, you know, oh, that was annoying, you know, but for some of you, you worked hard to get where you are now. Don't stop. See you later. Buenas noches. Shivratri.